With 4 rounds and 8 races remaining, a good start gate position would be vital for the 2 Grand Prix races in Germany. Last year here in Strassbessenbach, Etienne Bax and Nicolas Mousset swept everything before them as they dominated both races. They would need to aim for that target again in 2018 to give themselves any chance of closing the gap to the front of the standings. In Group A qualifying, Bax and Casper Stupelis were matched with Marvin van Luckener and Ben van den Bogart, Britain Stuart Brown and Joe Millard, and 2017 runner-up Valentin Giraud. This fast hillside track was in complete contrast to the sand of recent weeks, but Etienne Bax and Casper Stupelis showed their versatility and made the most of the spectacular climbs and drops. Van Luckener, aided this season by Van den Bogart, was much more impressive than his last appearance here and seemed to have mastered the hard, fast terrain. This dynamic duo lead the table from Koen Hermans and Nicolas Mousset by 66 points, and they were not about to let that advantage slip. Van Luckener was riding well, as indeed was Valentin Giraud, now reunited with Johnny Bader. This track was more suited to the French pair, and their style was truly breathtaking, particularly on the downhill sections. Brown and Millard, whilst they were fast here, will have to dig very deep if they are to reclaim their top 4 spot. All of the aforementioned Group A crews showed that they will be a force to be reckoned with in the 2 Grand Prix races tomorrow. In Group B, it would be a case of Daniel Willemsen and Robbie Bax getting into their stride. They were hampered in this quest by a very fast-starting Koen Hermans and Nicolas Mousset. The Dutch-French pair took control and stormed away, chased initially by Thomas and André Cermak. The Czech crew prefer this type of going, and even with rain having fallen and a fair amount of watering, the German track was in great condition. The Cermak brothers were to fend off a race-long challenge from Arne Dierkens and Luc Rostang, but they were able to cling on to 3rd place and a good grid slot for tomorrow. Then came drama. For failing the noise control, the Cermaks were penalised 5 positions and knocked back to 8th at the finish. Willemsen was then in 2nd, and for a while he and Robbie Bax were 6 or 7 seconds behind Hermans. In the closing stages the gap was reduced, but Hermans held on to make it a double Dutch delight in the 2 qualifying races. Kurt Varrick and Loris Dieders were battling hard with Brett Wilkinson and Dan Chamberlain, and these 2 teams finished 5th and 6th respectively. In the 2 qualifiers, all the top teams made it through to the automatic places, with the last chance later in the day to find the final 6 and complete the grid. This looks to be a track favouring the young and fit, but if Bax and Willemsen get off the line, they have both the speed and the tenacity to teach the young pretenders a thing or two. Stay with us on FIM Sidecarcross.com as events unfold in tomorrow's races.